It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Cowboys, leader at quarterback. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Cowboys and the Giants, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 25.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. Up here in the booth, I'm Kate Scotts alongside Brock Heward. And Brock, now that we're into the November portion of our season, we've got a pretty good picture of who both of these teams, at least who we expect these teams to be from here on out.
Yeah, no question about it, Kate. They're through the opening rounds if this is a boxing match, right? In the season-long fight. Early issues been worked through, at least you hope so. And this is where they have to be in that groove as we push through the heart of the season. Any team with hopes beyond Week 18, they got to be figured out. They figure out who they are and what they are right now. Their biggest strengths and their most glaring weaknesses. In this game, it's about emphasizing those strengths, hiding those weaknesses, and playing some winning football.
He fields it from the 8. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their rookie starter out of Michigan State University.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game you had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the one interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First play is to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. L'Jarius Sneed there for the stop. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. The running back gets it on the draw. Cuts right. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. Short pass brought in. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. Now looking to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Allen has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Braylon Allen, the touchdown! For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized the pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
He's got the hook up to Cooper. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Kamari Lassiter getting up there to make the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 43. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Here's Riley Dixon on now for the punt on 4th down. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. It's fielded at the 14. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arm. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. Complete to Braylon Allen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't make the connection. Was looking for Ladd McConkey. So it's 2nd down coming up. Here's a give up the middle. He still has room inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 27. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the Giants' 19-yard line.
2nd and manageable, he's throwing. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. They send a man in motion. To throw here on 1st down. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out. QB sneak coming. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to see those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants taking the field for their second possession. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. They go right back to Hall. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 41. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Now Nick's on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hall running between the tackles. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Here's Hall once more. That one ends up a gain of 6. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Play action with Nix. He's on the... trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play. So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's out of bounds. Not the return that he had drawn up. No way. And actually loses yards. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle now to their fullback. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. 2nd quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. 19 tight. Let's go. Back to throw. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Ready, break.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Come on.
A give to Allen out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. So this one flies out. No return from him, and they're putting the ball right at the 40-yard line. The Giants and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's sitting top 5 in rushing yardage. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he gets It's absolutely popped to end that one. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
That's taken at the 15. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. The Cowboys returning their offense and this running back to the field. Their winning streak just keeps growing and growing. Brock, 7 wins in a row now, and with this lead, could be an 8th straight. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Shotgun handoff for Allen. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Here we go, here we go. Eat old blue. White, white. Hut.
First throw for the backup now. Taken in on the right side by Pearsall. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. 1st and 10 from the 41. On the handoff, Allen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 6, mega, 10.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6.
Blue stripe. Ready?
From the red zone now. He's got it on the slant. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Set, hut.
He tries to sneak it, and he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. They broke out the design run from there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Deontay Hardy to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, it's Hall. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nix off the play action. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. They'll try to run for it with Hall. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
And it can't hurt you with the return if you just kick it out of bounds, right? So this one flies out right around the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Rail, yellow, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And he makes the, wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Shot, 17. Switch, yellow. Ready.
Simple dive up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
Slide
3rd and 8.
Travis. He has the first over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 27. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Here's the handoff. Hits a seam at the 40. And he's all the way into enemy territory. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Come on, set.
This is Allen on the give. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Let's go now.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
Steal,
and inches.
flat. Ready.
From the 39. Complete to Pearsall. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Drill green.
Back now, pressure on its way. Throwing this back in the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. Gonna keep this one and go. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Cowboys were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. It's tried and true in 32 playbooks across the NFL for a reason, Brock. Even when teams see this one coming, just so tough to stop a quarterback sneak.
It feels like a win in today's football is just to stall them at the line on that play. So many groups are so effective with the QB sneak. But that time, the timing of the call, I think, was most important that led to the score.
The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts from the goal line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Giants offense all set to get started. And this drive, they need to come up with some type of answer because, well, Brock, we can almost hear those engines starting to gear up. They might have a boat race coming.
Yeah, I think everybody in the building can feel it. This has been so momentous one way, and as a competitor, you have got to stop that slide.
Oh, they're going option to the left side on 2nd. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Nix from the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Pass is hauled in by the running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Let's go.
First down.
Trap ball 80.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hall takes it straight ahead. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third down from the gun. Complete. It's Cooper. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan